under it was so magnificent, it was so luxurious, and it was so excessively luxuriously and successfully endowed. It was so much Babylon. It was the center of everything, But the ancient city was destroyed. Babylon was destroyed in the time of Cyrus and all of that. They destroyed it. But the philosophy of Babylon, the system of Babylon, was not destroyed. So in other words, you can destroy the structure, but you can't destroy the system. So the system long-lived the time. Up till now, the system is being built. So the philosophies and the systems of Babylon is still alive. And is still alive and well. It's been promoted everywhere. In every city we find ourselves in our world today. So we see apparently that men in our days have constructed a very large metropolitan system and city that carries the system and the philosophy of Babylon, which endowed with great wealth and a vast economic empire. People have built empires. These cities have, and their indulgence reveal the true desires of men, because that is what makes a man, because men look at materialism as success. And I don't care how you define it, it's part of it. I know somebody say success is come on, leave those motivational talk. It's part of it. It's part of it, amen. So you see the indulgence in their desires. They have even created a sin city that is so much, so crazy. There's a slogan for Las Vegas. I don't know how many of you, that whatever is done in Las Vegas stays. Whatever happens in Las Vegas stays in Las Vegas. Why? Because they built a system. There's this man that wanted a free world. A free world. He used to live in Nevada. He wanted a free world where anything can happen. And nobody will question anything. And nobody will judge anybody. And nobody will do anything to anybody. And all of that. And that was how he built Las Vegas. Where you gamble till you die. You do anything you want to do. Oh my God, Las Vegas. Las Vegas. I think that's where Satan sits. Anything happens in Las Vegas. I was in a shopping mall in Las Vegas. It's called the Caesar's Palace. It's beautiful. Wow. Las Vegas. From the time you start landing, everything you buy, you gamble with. As low as sweet. Buy one, play with one. It's just a strange place. So you see that Las Vegas is one of those Babylonian systems that promote excessiveness and indulgence of wealth and all of those lifestyle and all manner of ungodliness. All manner of ungodliness. There are times you see, there is a city also in Sao Paulo. It's a city of worshiping the goddess of, what is the name of, there's a goddess like that. And anything happens there. Oh, that is strange. It's strange. There's a festival in Las Vegas that is just demonic. Yes, once you are in that festival, you don't say no to anybody that comes to you, whether you're gay or not. You just allow. It's on the street and it happens, bam. It just happens. Everybody move on, and that is how it is. And till next year, it happens. So and it's so detrimental to families, to homes, and to the society. As long as it's in Vegas, it remains there. So this place has become so strange, and there's a strong sinful indulgence that we continually increase by popularity. It is tested and is received, it decreases. It is tested and is seen and is increasing. It will attract more and more people towards that system, and as we get close to the end time, there will be more terrible wrong that is right. It's no longer. How many of you understand what I'm saying? You know, so the economic system of Babylon will make, for example, let me use Vegas, because Vegas is closer to meaning, because Lagos is still morally. So, but that place, you know, as it gets to that, Vegas will look like a family out park, where you take them and you explain to them, it doesn't matter whatever you do here, as long as it stays here. So they will see it as right, what should be wrong. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. You know, I was reading a book. No, somebody was telling me that. I don't know who was that. And they've removed certain pronouns from an English word, you know, that you don't use again. Yes, it's wrong to use he for a he or she. So I wonder what they will use now. She. They. You use they for one person. You know, so I just appeared and I said, they are there. I don't know. I don't know how that could work. So, because you don't want to offend someone, whatever the Bible condemns becomes outdated. You know, so this way it will evolve into the most extravagant sin city man has ever known, this Babylonian system. It will be one of the most excessive, luxurious, extravagant sin city ever known by man. It's going to be wow. Materialism will be worshipped. Money will be the end. You don't have it, then you should not exist. It's extremely going to be, you know, it will ultimately face, but God will deal with it. There will be a season of prosperity for Babylon. I'm telling you, there will be. Do you know that right now it looks as if you don't have, you are just outdated. You just want to get, because you are almost like, what is wrong with you? Why is it you that don't have? You know, but God is going to judge it. You know, so as we look at the Bible, let's look at how God in the last day, this sinful place, you know, God is going to judge the sin city. You know, and you need to understand that the Babylon, I just use Las Vegas, but it's going to be in every state. I mean, every nation, sin city. You know, I don't know if you've seen the festival of Brazil. You've seen the carnival, what the carnival in London, what's that called? No, yeah, those, you know, it's crazy. Now it's going to be much like 1,000 times more than what you see. You know, so God says, as the head begin to draw closer, which we are in, you will see that it's going to be judged. So I want to preach on that thought on the judgment of the sin city. Let's look at the first one, the inhabitants of the city, which takes us to verse 2. The inhabitants of the city. Who are the inhabitants? He said, I cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is falling, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful animal. So it is clear that the text deals with a literal, you know, is showing us a system that is going to be invaded with devils and foul spirits. You know, theologians don't know. They were saying that they don't know whether it's a literal system, but you know, but I go with a school of thought that it's going to be a system that is going to invade cities. It's going to invade cities, you know, and there will surely be a central location where the Antichrist will operate, and these things will be permitted because foul spirit from hell will be released. You know, it also shows us a picture of a system that has been embraced by all men, because right now we see that these things has been embraced, but this judgment will come upon the whole economic system because it will. So